ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Asif.
So, Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon everyone. Respected IT ministers, Mr. Aminul Haq, thank you for being there, all the member IT and Pakistan IT sector colleagues, and also to the GITEX community that who are attending this conference and this Pakistan Pavilion in Pakistan show. So I will just take a few minutes to describe three areas. One, about the technology trend globally, and then I will speak about what is an opportunity that Pakistan presents for the global world. We all are aware that how you create, capture, and deliver the value. Things have changed over, you can see from 1600 to where we are, digital revolution, and next internet revolution is the key. So whoever has missed this boat in digital revolution, where people have started thinking about whether I transform or optimize my business or my technology, they have missed the boat. So if you have not transformed and you're just thinking about how do I optimize my business in today's world, you miss that digital revolution. So now, next big opportunity for all of us, for Pakistan, for entire global technology community, is the next internet revolution, where everybody is talking about metaverse, blockchain, NFT. So it's a Web 3.0 that we really need to.
So I would just these are the few facts that, of course, I'm sharing with the industry researchers like Gartner's, Forrester's, IDC. Like hanging out in metaverse, 25% people will spend their time by 2026. So imagine what kind of opportunity is there. This is the fact that these researchers are saying. Embedded automation, it's hot right now. 80% they are saying that it will apply. The blockchain, I think we all have been hearing about the blockchain since long, but now the use cases are going to be there that you can use blockchain. That's what we were missing, that creating those use cases and the business values. Web 3.0, nobody can miss that opportunity. If you miss it, again, it's a kind of a digital revolution that people have missed it, they've missed it, right? So we really need to think the next level. AI everywhere, I think it's 18.6% people will be using and embracing the AI, which was not the case. I think I will present in my next section that we all think about that the data AI need to think about. Engineering trust, what does it mean? What is technology without trust? So if you don't have a solid, effective, efficient and resilient IT infrastructure, then you can't scale and build any innovative solutions. So engineering trust is must. Now the new concept about, we all know about the data. Whenever we use any applications, like data is siloed in every application, right? So now the new design patterns like data fabrics and the data mesh is coming into play, where you can use data anywhere and everywhere, right? So these are the latest trends that we as Pakistani companies offer, and this is the future of technology industry that people are going to be embracing. Cloud native platform, right? So we all technology people lift and shift, right? But we don't think about this lift and shift is not going to be sustainable. If you need to create the solution and the scalable solution, then you need to think about hyperscalers. You need to think about the cloud native platform. The second is sculpting change. I think I'll just touch upon the composable application architecture. I think there are three ways to think about it. One is like composable thinking. We all think about monolithic applications, but in today's world, it's about your composable thinking, composable business architecture, and then the composable technologies. So say for example, if you are a bank, and you are looking for automating whole core, you can just say that I need a trade module in the banking application, trade. So do I need the entire core, or should I get one component of it which can serve my purpose? So the composable business architecture will rule based on the integrations, the API in the future world. So we all need to think about how when we design things, it has to be compatible. The hyper automation, like robotic process automation, when you want to really grow faster, when you really want to automate things, then like this is, needs to think about the ROI of your automation. So accelerating growth, of course, total experience is we all hear about like consumer experience, we all hear about user experience, we all hear about employee experience, and there is a multi-experience. So these are the 4 key things that makes a total experience. So whenever you are visiting the digital store or you are visiting the physical store, it's a multi-experience culture. So the things are changing, trends are changing. So IT has been transforming, and we really need to follow these trends. And as I said, like company like Systems, a lot of other companies, we are really focused on the latest technologies which will really define the future of the technology and future world. So now I think Usman, my colleague, mentioned this. Why Pakistan? Pakistan is Asia's next big technology hub. Why is that? These are the facts, like numbers don't lie, right? These are the facts that what our country possesses today, which has been the hidden gem, which we have been missing. And now with the post-COVID era, that what Pakistan, like nobody cares where do you work from. Pakistan's strategic geolocation, where we serve as a company, like we offer the similar time zone to all the European nations. We serve the similar time zone in the day for all the Middle Eastern GCC countries. We overlap mostly with the US countries. So it's a strategic geolocation that gives us the advantage to serve the world, because now it doesn't matter where are you working from. Pakistan has 600,000 qualified IT professionals which can serve the world, which can grow our exports. We have our exports to IT services is growing, is an indication that we have the talent. Because in service delivery, IT outsourcing without the talent neither doesn't move. So we have 26,000 IT graduates, which we are now as an organization, with the help of IT ministry, with the help of federal government, Pakistan is really focusing on upskilling and reskilling all these IT graduates and the professionals that we have, so we can take whatever I was mentioning in my previous slide, we can take this as a real opportunity to shine and give our resources to the world, and world can take a benefit from Pakistan IT destination, which we call tech destination. We also have a freelancers, big market for freelancers. We are the 3rd largest freelancers community. These are the facts and figures. As I said, number don't lie, right? So 195 million people is a mobile subscriber. Just imagine what kind of a digital opportunity it provides to startups, to fintechs, to the investors, to a lot of outsiders who can come and see and use this, I would say, green field or an open space, open field for a lot of things, a lot of use cases that you can come due to the population, due to the smartphone adoption, due to the social media people, and you can imagine 134 billion hours spent on mobile phones in 2021 alone. So look at the market size, because market size defines the future of any country for digital revolution, and Pakistan is right there.
Very.
I would like to say that, as I was explaining in my initial slide, what we do as a company, how we are successful and how we are able to scale. As I said, we have the IT professionals in the country, which is the main ingredient. We are training, grooming, we are having a lot of programs to train people. We are providing digital services, we are providing data services, we are providing cloud services, we are in the banking sector, we are transforming the banks, we are transforming the telcos from a digital perspective. So it's a lot of things we do. Of course, we don't have much time to elaborate, but just say to that world, look upon us, don't miss that opportunity to be present in Pakistan, to open your offshore centers, which will give you a huge results and dividends in the future. So I would say time is for Pakistan, and let's celebrate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, in Pakistan, and you'll be surprised, the solutions, the technologies, the products that you're using on a daily basis, a lot of them are coming from Pakistan. So, you have heard in the Middle East region, the entire region is now experiencing blockchain-based governance. A lot of those blockchain solutions are coming from Pakistan. In your daily life, the transactions that you are doing, the softwares are built in the country. The smooth software experiences that you are having with government services over here, a lot of that quality assurance is done in Pakistan. Now, to start with, what's happening with major Pakistani companies, they are engaged in citizen identity as far as blockchain is concerned. Pakistan established its database authority back in 1998, and that's when it started digitizing the data. The first country in the entire region. AR/VR implementation, Pakistani companies are involved in a lot of BMS integration, so building management system integration, where you visualize what's happening with your infrastructure, what's happening with your building, what's happening with your smart cities. A lot of that is designed, engineered, architected, developed in Pakistan. Learning and development platforms assisted by AI. Architectural visualization, where you are building, constructing a new building, and the entire building you can visualize in AR and VR. Software design for virtual concerts and events. XR learning experiences using AR, VR technology. In AI, the one that I really like is the AI-powered radiology. Often, radiologists miss signs of danger. But this is where the AI comes in and spots that growing disease. Computer vision and AI-powered cloud architecture. It's happening in Pakistan. In health tech, a lot of teleconsulting platforms. So Pakistan traditionally did not focus on the health architecture initially. So that gap is filled by smart, very smart startups. These startups have come in and they have taken advantage of that gap, and they have promoted, developed, and implemented a lot of teleconsulting health solutions. So up in the mountains of Karakoram, the most remotest part of the world, people are now getting consulting from a doctor in Karachi. So pharma enterprise resource planning, health tech startups, AI imagination, so this is all happening in Pakistan. Pakistan has a growing gaming industry. More than $300 million worth of gaming development happens in Pakistan every year. And that includes digital twins implementation, metaverses development. Pakistan has developed multiple metaverses solutions. The one thing that we really love, is we love to train our people. And now we are gamifying the entire training experience. We are gamifying the entire hiring experience across Pakistan. And then I would like to talk a bit about the infrastructure that Pakistan, the infrastructure possibility Pakistan has to offer. With me, we have member IT, Mr. Junaid Imam, and I would like to speak a bit on Pakistan's potential of connecting the global cloud infrastructure. Junaid, over to you.
Thank you, Smart. So, quickly, if we look at the overall connectivity map in the world, so we have primarily, it's the submarine cable that is driving the connectivity between the oceans and connecting the continents. So on the south, Pakistan is connected with over 6 submarine cables. And now we are connected on the north side on a terrestrial network. We are connected to China as well. So that's a very high capacity infrastructure. So if you look at the global nodes of cloud across the region, so the north part of Pakistan is sort of a black hole. So what we are planning to do, on one hand, we want to capitalize. So on the northern side, the Central Asian states, where if you look at the pen delays, I think it's a key challenge that is now coming up with all the gaming, online gaming and other applications coming up. Latency is becoming a key issue. So we want to leverage on the geographical location where the nodes in Pakistan can serve good latency, low latencies to the region. So local business and regional business. That's we are focusing not only for Pakistan but also for other countries of the region.
Thank you, Junaid. You know, the great thing about having some good jobs is that it enables you to meet some wonderful people. And that allowed me to meet Muhammad Sayyid. Sayyid is the EY partner for digital governance and governance across Middle East. And ever since I met him, I opted him as my mentor. Now, Sayyid works across multiple countries and brings those countries on digital governance. So I requested Sayyid to give an outside view looking into Pakistan and compare us with the countries that he has worked on. Thank you, sir. Right.
Thank you. So, thank you very much. It's really a pleasure to be asked to come and speak here. What you guys are doing in this region is quite unique. Now, I thought about a few things to share, looking at things from an outside-in perspective, having that experience of working with different governments, different regions. When I sit with ministers or I'm advising senior people within government or the private sector, there's a few things, questions that come up. And one of them, if I may just share, one of them is around, so I'm going to try and talk about three things, which is more a reflection from outside in, and two things that are from my side, you could say food for thought, especially for you, Mr. Minister, about how we should be thinking. So the first thing is quality of resources, because often this is a question asked. And my own personal experience as well in working with people in Pakistan, both from an EY standpoint and also interacting on technology projects, etc., is quite interesting to see that the level of quality is no different than how I would find in, for example, Australia or UK or other countries or the Middle East. So that I think is a really great strength of Pakistan, that when it comes to the kind of people that we're dealing with, the quality is there in terms of the people, because at the end of the day, it's people who run businesses or are doing the work. The second thing is about the actual firms. And it's a big question always asked, how is it to deal with Pakistani firms? And professionalism is extremely important when you're dealing with any company. And I have found no different, in fact, with Nasir, we've had many discussions. In fact, at the same level, or if not slightly higher in some cases, the professional attitude of the organizations, the people, and how we are, the commitment that they make is extremely high. So you as someone who wants to do business with a country, you want to know how their firms are. Can you rely on them? Can you make a bet on them? Then absolutely yes. Of course, there's going to be always great, not so great, and some in the middle. But my personal experience, and we as EY have a huge presence in Pakistan as well, the kind of ecosystem partners we work with, the experience has been extremely positive. The third thing is ease of doing business. Now, I don't think that obviously, we have got to that level of 100% ease of doing business, but it is moving in the right direction. What I've seen over the last at least 5 to 6 years is a big shift towards how easy it is becoming to do business. many of the red tape aspects have been removed. I know even from our perspective, we are working on projects which will make it easier to do business and transact. But still, this is an area which requires further attention, and I'm sure you guys will continue to do that. Now, thinking from a food for thought. So far, and this is a conversation that has always happened with you guys, the focus is the IT industry. And my personal advice is to shift your mindset from thinking about IT industry to thinking about the digital economy. So if you look at, for example, Estonia, one of the benchmark countries I always look at, or I look at Singapore, small countries, but what has made them quite unique is that they have been able to build a very strong digital economy. If you look at Estonia, a country of only 1.2 million people, it has 8 unicorns. Amazing. Now, you build solutions which are going to be leveraged by everyone in the world, but they also start to serve their own economies. This will change, this will be a game changer for you. And linked to that is actually moving away from what I call hands for hire. So at the moment, most of your focus has been around manpower. How can we look at being outsourced destination, which is great, absolutely important, but what if you became innovators? So this shift of mindset from we are hands for hire, we are low-cost labor, towards becoming innovators, building solutions, products that will be seen in the global world as innovative products will change the way you are positioned in the world. And secondly, it will bring a lot more revenue because innovation has no price tag. It's very difficult to look at commoditizing innovation. So if you can somehow change your mindset around these two things, looking at your country from a digital economy lens and looking at innovation as being a bedrock in the heart, you will make a big change.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Well done. Zambardas.
Our leader, Federal Minister Sayyid Aminul Haq, he told me one thing. He said, Usman, it's your role to take the tech economy to the deepest part of your country. Go deep. Go to the rural areas, go to the remote areas, enable them with the technology industry. And that's exactly what we have been doing. Over the past 2 years, we've gone to the most rural and the most remote section of the country, and we re-utilized the government buildings which were there sitting doing nothing into technology parks. And that enabled these small companies, the freelancers, these startups from those remote locations to not only contribute to the local economy, but they also contributed in earning the foreign exchange for the country. Over the past 2 years, we have built 18 software technology parks. We converted an old dying factory into a software technology park where 17 companies are now operating from. We converted a mall into a software technology park. So, ladies and gentlemen, for that inspiration, I would like to thank and I would like to invite the Federal Minister of IT, Sayyid Aminul Haq, to come and join us. Thank you.
Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear delegates, IT professional and visitor, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon. I would like to start my talk by sharing with you some interesting fact about Pakistan. Many people have discussed about the IT field. Let us start with something different. Pakistan is the home of 3 highest mountain ranges in the world. The world's largest deep seaport, Gwadar, is in Pakistan. Pakistan AD Foundation proudly runs the world's largest volunteer ambulance services. The highest polo ground in the world is in Pakistan. Anybody who wants to play the polo can come to Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to showcase our tech sector potential, which has shown and which had grown multifold in the recent past. Despite COVID-19, I always say that in Pakistan, Everywhere in the world, COVID-19 was a crisis. But in Pakistan, we took it as an opportunity. Everywhere in the world, there was a lockdown. But in Pakistan, we made a great decision by going for the smart lockdown. That makes the difference of the world with the Pakistan. Despite COVID-19 pandemic related global economic showdown, Pakistan IT sector has shown incredible growth, over 150% since I joined the office in July 2020. I mean, last 3 years, IT sector, IT industry growth, IT growth, it was 47.44%. Before that, it was again 37%. So IT growth every year, it's going up and up. Again, that's a very, very plus point. We have brought, while in the GITEX, I did remember, last year when I was here, we have the 9 companies. I was discussing with the other also. We have the 9 companies here. And there were the 4 startups. But Alhamdulillah, this year, we had 29 companies and 10 startups. The companies are an example of blockchain, artificial intelligence, metaverse, agri-tech, and so on. We have more than 6,000 already told. We have more than 6,000 quality IT professional and 30,000 IT graduate are added annually. I was discussing with the other कि उनको कैसे स्किल को आगे बढ़ाना है. That's what we were discussing. That are eager to work with the world. Also in 2021, Pakistani startup collectively raised a record investment, which was 4 times higher than the investment raised in 2020. Despite the fact that global startup funding has reduced by 30% a year, investment in Pakistani startup had continued in an upward direction. Pakistan is the leading offshore destination for the ICT services, with Pakistan IT companies serving global enterprises in over 120 countries across America, Europe, Middle East, Asia, Africa, Australia. Pakistan is ranked at the 2nd, but already told by the different people, most financially attractive location in the world for offshore outsourcing services. As far as the youth is concerned, Pakistan had a population of almost 230 million. But the positive part is this, that out of 230 million, 60% of the population are youth. That is between the age of 18 and 30. And that is an asset of Pakistan. That is always helpful for the growth of the IT industry. Our talented youth is meeting with global standard of the freelance IT work while sitting secondary territory cities of Pakistan. We are on the road of sustainable digital transformation. In order to fast track the journey, we are not only developing digital services and infrastructure, but also taking policy initiatives such as Digital Pakistan policy, cyber security policy, cloud first policy, personal data protection law, and artificial intelligence policy, and so on. Again, I have just told that the Pakistan had the population of 230 million. The good thing that almost 100 out of 230 million, 195 million people have a mobile subscriber. This means the tele density in Pakistan is almost 88%. Same with the broadband, 122 million people are using the broadband and the tele density is almost at 55%. Again, the very positive thing is that almost every month, 1.5 million, we had a penetration for the 4G. And that will help us for the 5G. And that's what we are targeting for the next year. I encourage all of you to engage with the Pakistan companies, as you will be delighted by the talent and professionalism. Moreover, Pakistan unique geographic location, 3rd largest. Again, I was discussing with the other, third largest English-speaking population. And conducive business environment make it ideal for the global tech destination. Again, I would like to invite you all to visit Pakistan in March 2023. Why? When we are combining beautiful spring of Pakistan with tech destination. In fact, with the tech exhibition, we have named it a Tech Spring. Yes, in March 2023, our tech exhibition we are holding in Lahore. So definitely I will request all of you to be part of that exhibition in Lahore. And we have named it for the Tech Spring. In addition to work, I would also encourage you to explore the natural beauty that my country has been blessed. मेरी ख्वाहिश थी बहुत लंबी बात करने की. I know, but there's a time restriction for the 40 minutes had been given to us. Mr. Saeed, you have talked a wonderful thing. Digital economy, that's the future. I do understand. Inshallah, we will work on it with all of our team. Finally, I would like to thank the GITEX, Pasha, my different organization like PSAP, Ignite, and the whole of the company who had made a stall here. Furthermore, this event also helped in coming to grip with important changes taking place around the world. So again, I will say thank you very much to the GITEX, to the UAE government and all my fellows. Thank you very much.